in the pistol round. Right out of the gate, you have Swag, who's playing aggressive there, and he'll go ahead and back up, but he has gathered a little bit of intel to start this one out. Looks like you've got Maniac, who's going to be heading over here towards the towards the B-bomb site. Let's find the bomb carrier right now. That's going to be Kenny S. They're going to be grouped up, heading over there towards that mid control. Probably they can either go towards J or through the jail, and the bomb carrier now has been spotted inside of the jail area. And so that actually kind of may have worked in Apex's favor, may have caught Swag on the rotate.
Yep, applying pressure to that jail and forcing that guy to get a little bit out of position, and just those players that turned left instead of right just kind of cut him off. And Maniac with an aggressive play on upper actually gets taken out by Adren though.
Wow, good job on he quickly turned on Maniac there at the end, but now they're going to be trying to be able to get that bomb planted. It has fallen, or at least been dropped by Kenny S, and been picked up back by Apex. A lot of damage has been done, so Adren and Nitro both down to 3 HP right now. And they're going to continue to have a conflict. I believe that was Kenny S, but he does fall. So they got this 3-on-3, bomb ticking away now. Going to go ahead and try to push here inside of the site. Apex is right there. The last two players only have 3 HP. And Adren, he's going to go in it like he has 100. And so he goes in, and Existence will pick up the pistol round there, 1-0 in favor of Titan now.
Right, and he played so well in that first map in Cash, and he pulls off a great flank. And you can see, Devilwalk said that Existence knows this map, and just having his players in positions to kind of cut off those really long rotations. And that's so crucial on this map, that understanding that rotate from A to B or B to A is such a long distance on this map, and there's so many chances to get cut off, whether it's in that mid portion or whether it's someone from vents cutting off a rotation through jail. Existence just masterfully manipulating those.
So now we've got Adren, who has his 2 teammates that are going to allow them to push forward and get a little bit better, better ground here inside of mid. So he's just trying to flash out, trying to help them out. As Apex, he's going to lose his AK. We'll try to follow the action right now.
Iric with the P90 came outdoor, and he's actually going to cause a little bit of a distraction at A. Maybe try and pull some of the players off B before they actually bring the bomb in.
So there's that P90 spray that we all know and love. But back over here towards the other bomb site, you've got Maniac. He's going to be leading the charge with his teammates Kenny S and Existence. Again, Iric is going to be kind of lurking about. He's going to be cutting there through the vent area. Existence will get that kill across over there towards the backside, towards CT. And so now, Kenny S is going to go ahead. Hey, I like that, Scout. I'll take it. So we'll look at this 3-on-4 right now.
And I think they're going to just end up Skadoodle saving this AK, not even going for it, obviously.
That would make the most sense.
You have no kits. Nitro and Swag still with CZ and armor that can be utilized in the next round. But really, really good work, Skadoodle picking up that AK.
And he's got a teammate. Actually, no, that teammate is in the vents right now. And Nitro, he looks like he might be able to pick up this Scout as well. And there's another kill that was picked up there. And so they get a Galil, a Scout, and an AK. So in the end, for it being an eco round for iBUYPOWER, they end up picking up a few weapons, taking a couple of the kills in there. But they will be combating against some AKs here.
And this is actually gonna motivate iBUYPOWER into a force buy, and this could be like a huge turning point, because if iBUYPOWER loses this on this buy, they're gonna be forced to save for 2 more rounds, and this could put a real damage in the momentum and how they want to work their economy for the rest of the half.
All right, so now we've got Maniac. He's going to be pushing in right through the smoke, and that's why you usually get punished if you try to do something like that. But Adren is going to be right there. So we'll see. They're still taking their time. I think that's Iric still hanging out over here towards the A side.
And then that's how it seems like Titan wants to play. So tactically, they're always having 1 or 2 players spread across the map to kind of manipulate some different choke points and kind of find some plays to make during the rotations of the defense.
They're just still taking their time before they decide to push over here towards this B-bomb site. There are 2 players that are over here. That is Adren and AZK. See that flashbangs and smokes kind of setting up there, some counter flashes. I think Adren may have accidentally blinded himself off that flash. And so then Existent drops, he picks up 2. Now there's going to be a rotate. And look at this, in a perfect situation, he caused a lot of damage there on that rotate.
Yeah, and now he makes the call. He knows 2 are there, so they know exactly where they're going to be coming from. And they have so much time to set up in positions. And actually, Swag took so much damage, he's just going to save his weapon, and they're just calling it off completely.
Yeah, he's saving this Galil, and the AK there is being saved there by Nitro.
So Iric, with only 1 kill, has been so efficient on this map, so effective, even without the kills, causing so much damage and causing so many delays in these rotates that it's forced them, on the pistol round, it just was detrimental to iBUYPOWER being able to retake, and on that round, just forcing them from even going for it at all.
So 3-0. If you're just now tuning in, you see at the top right side of your screen that Titan had won the first map of this best of 3. So then now, of course, that score 16-11 there on Cash. So now we head into what usually, technically should have been the buy round, but the way that the rounds kind of panned out from that second round and picking up a bunch of weapons, they ended up buying, and so that's going to put them on kind of a mix buy here with those CZs and the AK and the Galil that they picked up from the previous round.
Oh, look at this! Only 1 player at A right now, and if Titan kind of presses the issue here, this is going to be a big issue, and Nitro's going to have to come up huge.
Nitro already is he's already starting to pay attention to too many positions at the same time. Now he's going to push out, and he will lose that gun battle. There will be players going to be rotating over there and towards that site. They have taken over the A bomb site now.
Yeah, and great read, and iBUYPOWER is just going to be forced to go for exits again. They're not going to be able to even go for this.
And Swag just sprang away, and now he's going to get caught while he has the nade in his hand.
Yep, so now it's going to be up to Skadoodle. Try and get another AK, try and get some exit kills. Adren doing the same thing in CT spawn, really low on health. And Existence is actually walking out. Skadoodle might be able to pick him up if he swings out.
Yeah, Existence is actually going towards the back hallway area. Over there towards sewers.
No gun for Skadoodle.
And so Skadoodle, he'll at least have the CZ as he goes mopes in the corner.
Now we're going to have the 5th round, the first full buy for iBUYPOWER. And they're going to have to figure out some way. They need to start realizing that Iric is being so effective on these flanks and in these various ways that he can affect the rotations. They need to be really conscious wherever is being hit primarily by Titan, that they're going to have a flanker somewhere else causing a lot of damage and causing disruptions.
And now they've actually got 3 players that are over here towards the A side that have been pushed up. That's Nitro and Swag, who have pushed up over there towards the A bomb site, but the action is being taken over there towards the B bomb site through the jail side. Again, it's just that awareness, knowing that middle is completely open. They were not contested there. They found out that type of intel from Kenny S, who just got the pick there onto Skadoodle. And Swag, now he pushed out there. We were able to drop Existence. Kenny S going to find this grenade over there. Actually, just barely misses him. So now it's Kenny S and Swag, and that CZ is just too strong.
So strong.
And Swag, or make that AZK just passes by Maniac. And so now it is Nitro and Adren. They're both on opposite sides of the map. And you kind of look at it, we got kind of all spread throughout the map. We'll find the action actually going to happen over here towards that B-bomb site.
Yeah, Dren's actually in a really good spot. They don't know he's up there. He's going to be able to stop this plant. And that's going to give his teammate time to rotate.
So now he's got a little bit of time to work with here. And so Iric is going to wrap around now. Bomb will get planted. They're going to firebomb off that area. And so Adren is going to be forced to have to delay for a little bit longer now. Interesting enough to see that so he smoked off over there towards the jail side, able to pick up 1. He's going to go ahead and try to push through over here towards that pit. Adren's going to try to be able to give her some cover fire there. Now it's going to be down to this, both players, neither one of them have a kit. Adren's going to try to be able to stick this one. Kenny S just on the other side. They will be able to pick this off. He's going to try to probably end up, it looks like he will get the defuse. And so right there comes down to the bitter end, but he will get the defuse, and so they pick up their first round, 4-1. Of course, that was the first gun round that we've seen, and we had to wait for it all the way up until the 5th round.
Right, and we see iBUYPOWER again, just such a good retake. Nitro, actually, I was almost curious. He smoked himself off and then ran through his own smoke, and he's playing really well, able to get that first pick, and then Maniac just in a tough spot, getting pinched under the balcony there. So a really nice retake by iBUYPOWER and great coordination between those two players. But that round was won by Adren, who managed to stay alive for so long in that upper bomb site, and just even initially delaying that plant.
That right there was exactly what I was going to get. The fact is that he delayed the plant or took out the bomb planter at that time, which caused it to waste so much longer, allowing his teammate to rotate. And so that was a good effort or a great job by iBUYPOWER to win that round.
And now we have all 5 in these halls, in these dungeons, and Nitro once again is going to need to come up big.
And so he's going to be right there. He's going to be caught in a really tough spot. And Swag is right there with him, though.
Swag's in the pit.
And that bomb is going to try to get planted, but Swag, knowing those spots, he will take out the bomb planter there. And he'll continue to try to challenge here. It's going to be down to this 3-on-3, but look out for Existence. Existence on the flank, picks up 3 kills there, as that is a very crucial point in this round, as it looked like iBUYPOWER was going to do some work here and win this round, but Existence on the flank picks up 3.
Yeah, and Adren left in a tough situation with so little health from these teams. This grenade could be huge if he gets this kill. Doesn't manage to do it. Doesn't do the damage he wanted.
And the one player is directly on the bomb, and that is going to be Kenny S. Says if you want it, you have to deal with this spear. And so 5-1, Existence in the 6th round, making some really great things happen.
I mean, DevilWalk called it. He said Existence has some special things for this map, really, really knows it. And you're going to see this timeout because the way that Titan and Existence, they're manipulating these flanks and these choke points and all these different ways they can attack on these long rotates and everything. And it's just so masterful. And iBUYPOWER's in a really tough spot in this elimination map.
So we'll see. Looks like they maybe truly having a timeout right now, and so we'll you can look on their screen. It really is a conversation right now. If we can, let's see if we can in just a moment pull up the full screen for iBUYPOWER and kind of look at it and just kind of pay attention to kind of the morale. We can do some voiceover for it though, so you can see that you have iBUYPOWER right there on your screen. And so you can see that they're really talking it out. You've got closest to us, that is Skadoodle. Next to him is Adren. That's AZK kind of calling everything out right now. And then you also have Swag down there at the end. And kind of a different perspective here. Of course, Nitro is right there in between Swag and AZK. So they're just kind of talking this one out right now.
Yeah, and hopefully they're noticing what's happening because Iric is just causing so much trouble for them, and Existence on that flank, it's just been working out so well for him.
Let's see. Yeah, see if they can. They're just kind of, still just trying to figure this one out. What they need to do, what they need to figure out.
And the trouble is, they had a round where they had 2 players pushed up on catwalk, and they can get aggressive on mid from that position. But, Nitro being so isolated in that bomb site, that's twice now that he's just been the only person in A. And Swag, even though he's effective knowing the angle, spamming the planter through that smoke, just that flank from Existence was just so good.
So now I think they've figured this where they want to be here. We're about to probably unpause here in just a second. But right now, again, if you're just now tuning in, this is the second map. We're here on DE Season. The original, not the new one that you'll see with that comes out with Counter-Strike Global Offensive as of today. That's been updated. We are unpaused now, and so they have the question they just wanted to know, just so I know we can. So that was a tactical timeout, and that's what it was asked, and so that way we can just go ahead and hop back into the game now. As Titan, they lead 5-1 right now. And so we'll see if we can. They're already starting to have this plan of attack over here towards this bomb site. You have Swag, who's right there, using some. Is able to at least take out one player.
And look at this mid-control Titan have right now. I mean, it is an eco, but no one from iBUYPOWER, they're just kind of stacked in this A bomb site. And Iric is doing what he's been doing, and it's lurking those halls, lurking that entire A bomb site from different angles every round.
So Iric, he's going to get that one. So now we've see that they're going back and forth there. Nitro able to take down the bomb carrier, going to be left up here to Maniac. I wouldn't really say credit the talk to this, but you know, sometimes it can help in just in terms of kind of slowing you down. And Nitro picking up that kill there on the Maniac. And so now the score is going to be 5-2. They also pick up an AWP and an AK. They're really just kind of working it out. So they were able to pick up some weapons there.
Yeah, and such a nice job by Nitro. Coming up huge once again for iBUYPOWER. That was much needed, especially with getting those weapons and being able to build up a little bit of a bank. And now Titan is forced to save. So, you know, we're going to have to wait one more. Well, it's half buy with the CZ and some Galils and an AK. So we can start to see now, maybe notice something different that iBUYPOWER is going to be doing to kind of change things up, what they talked about during that tactical pause.
See where they set themselves up. So I'm going to be right there, able to take out one. They are going to be pushing in. Let's see if we can switch to one of those players over there. That's going to be one. So we'll be back over here with Swag. Swag taking so much fire. And now it's going to be down to a 2-on-2. Iric and Kenny S versus Adren and AZK.
And Kenny S has an AWP sitting right in front of him, so I wonder if he's tempted at all to pick that up, even though his position is more suited for that Galil. And now we're going to have to see this retake, and iBUYPOWER's been so good doing these throughout this tournament.
We'll watch here. Adren, they're going to be pushing up here. That angle has not been spotted yet. And pushing in, he's not going to check all the right angles there. They're both going to kind of work over towards that area. Kenny S is going to give that the right amount of cover there. And so now AZK is going to go ahead and fall back. And so Adren was chasing after Iric, trying to help out AZK. He probably won't even save this weapon here. Oh, just enough there. So he's got his M4, but his teammate Iric on the other side for Titan, he will lose his life there. He only had 4 HP at the end. And Kenny S will pick up the AWP.
And we saw this on Cash too. iBUYPOWER's terror side just not able to string rounds together. Titan so effectively not letting them build up any momentum. You know, winning a round and then losing a round. And it's gonna be a struggle now, because now they're on their own half buy. Although Skadoodle with his AWP, so we could be seeing Kenny S and Skadoodle going toe to toe somewhere.
And that might be the case here as they're starting to push up. We'll be back over here. Skadoodle picks up the AWP shot there into existence.
Yeah, really good location by Skadoodle, and he's alone in B right now, and they still haven't rotated anyone to him. Even though, I mean, they don't know this, but all the Titan players are over there working B against Slow.
And they won't have that any type of intel. Now he's spotted one more, taking down Maniac, rotating, and Kenny S will be there. Iric is going to be lurking about, but Nitro, he has rotated. Nice shot by Kenny S. He's picked up 2 so far. And so now Kenny S, from above, he's going to be the last man standing. The bomb has been dropped. And that is actually over inside of the site. Let's see if they see it. Yep, that's right in front of Adren. And so they know the bomb is down there. So Kenny S, he's the one that's picked up the first 2 kills here for Titan. See if he can continue here. Tosses out the flashbang. And he misses his shot. That was the right approach. Now they've got iBUYPOWER. They will take the 3rd round here for them. And so the score's going to be 6-3. So again, we've gone back and forth between these two. So
right, but Titan forced to save now. Not enough money to do any, not even a half buy that we've been seeing these teams pull out. And with that half buy from iBUYPOWER that round, Skadoodle just coming up big for him.
That's exactly what happened there with Skadoodle getting those picks and holding down that B side. He did what he was supposed to do and what he was expected to do.
Right, and now we have another double op setup once again on the CT side with the Dren picking one up as well.
And there goes Swag. Swag is going to fall early. That was over inside of the vents.
It seems like Apex has just been getting the first kill for Titan so much. He's been playing so well for them in the early stages of these rounds. Especially, you know, we watched that nuke match earlier where he was just dominant in the beginning, first 30 seconds. But Swag going down, getting a little bit too aggressive.
No, this is where you really, you want to have that entry fragger, and if you have someone like what Apex has been doing, it's a solid player for Titan.
And they're actually look, the terrorist team is all the way back in these dungeons, and they're going to run into Adren's op in that double op setup and push him back a little bit. He gets spotted out, so he's okay.
As we've got 2 players over here inside of this area right now. They're going to go ahead and nade that area off. They were going to start to push over here towards the A-bomb site. You've got Nitro that's right there. He's going to have 2 players. That's AZK from the backside. Finally, Nitro's going to get one of his own, and he picks up the second one. AZK was over there inside of the J Hall. Now they've made it 6-4 now.
Right, but this is a lot of rounds. There's 5 rounds left in this half, and with Titan already at 6, they're in a great position to, even just picking up one more, this can start to be really crippling, especially the way that we've seen Titan have a great grasp on how to play this map tactically. They've been so good at it, and you got to wonder what they have in store for CT side. But going into another save round, probably trying to get Kenny S and Op to go against this double op setup that iBUYPOWER is utilizing.
All right, so we take a look now. You've got Nitro, who's pushed up there inside of mid from Catwalk. But really, he needs to worry about over here towards Horseshoe, towards his back halls, and he gets caught in the wrong time. And that's just that CSGO timing. And so Iric starting off this round, they'll get the bomb planted. Here comes the rotate. They've actually had the chance to push up now.
Iric's in a crucial spot right here.
And there goes another one. It's going to be back and forth now, down to a 2-on-2. You got Skadoodle and AZK. Now another one almost got Skadoodle off guard, and that will do it for the round. They'll get the defuse here.
So close.
But wow, I can't even believe that Titan got to the point that they did, kind of really catching Nitro off guard as he switched to his grenade.
And they're coming to him a lot. They really like that dungeon attack. And sometimes the reason is CTs often like to play a lot of mid-heavy pressure, and you can really work the sides of the map pretty well. Yeah,
so that makes a lot of sense as you're forcing them to have to worry about a certain angle. It really kind of forces those one-on-one battles, opposed to having to worry about the entire site whenever you come in from those dark halls. So we'll take a look inside of mid right now. That's going to be Swag. Swag really hasn't been that effective this game.
Well, he's just pushing him mid, and I'm not sure if it's something that he wanted to do or if that's a team strategy they have, but he's all alone. And he gets out there, and he's got, 2 different AKs aiming at him, grenades flying out, and he has no support whatsoever, whether it's smoked off towards that spawn side middle area, but just being so solo and so exposed.
I say that, but in fact, he is second on the scoreboard collectively all across, so he has 10 kills. Maybe it's just from some of the retakes he's had to do, but
it's not about the number, it's about the impact.
So now we have it. Dren and AZK still trying to work here. That was Nitro who took out Iric inside, so he played very aggressive over there. And a Dren now, close quarter combat, and he could have peeked out wider and would have spotted a player. And Kenny S just barely missing that off shot. And so now we're going to see this retake happen here. Switch over to Kenny S right now. As they're already trying to stick this defuse. This probably round's going to be over here in just a moment.
Yeah, and they're just calling to save.
As they stick the defuse, bomb will... There we go. So another round coming in. 6-6 now is all tied up here between Titan and iBUYPOWER.
And Nitro actually, I think he was key to winning that round for iBUYPOWER because he's been having a tough time sitting back, and instead of letting Titan come to him, he decides to take the fight to them and clears out that halls. And really, Iric, wherever he's been going, he's been their lurker. He's been alone everywhere. So once they got that kill, they really condensed that attack by Titan into just from one location, and they could really concentrate just on that catwalk.
We'll take a look here from Titan. One player was able to get by. AZK just spraying through the smoke. He drops Apex there. Now he's going to toss his own smoke, slowing the action here, and you can see that now Skadoodle getting the pick on upper. Now there's one lurker, and like you mentioned, Eirik inside of mid right now.
And Swag's actually like pretty much right next to him, just inside the vents. They're just kind of mirroring each other's movements. And Eirik is going to be, he's trying to make a play here to kind of alleviate some pressure and allow his teammates to get into this B bomb site. So it's going to be all onto him to get a frag or two. Oh, he's actually going to pass by Adren though and just flank B.
He's going to make the call out. If he's smart enough, he's going to tell his teammates, don't rotate yet. Don't have an attack just yet. I'll have a perfect flank here. So they're going to try to wait this one out. Existence right there. Now Adren won't even know that he's not there yet. So they're going to continue to work your way up. We'll go back to Eirik here. He's going to take a look at the angles. Now he needs to make sure that he doesn't get too wide there. He's able to take down one. Now they've cleared out that area of the site, but there's still a player to worry about. That's going to be AZK. He's just around the corner, and he takes down one of the most crucial players on this team. He takes down the bomb carrier. And so now you've got Existence. He's going to peek back around. He's able to pick him off, but there's going to be a quick rotate here by Swag. Swag is going to be right in the right situation here. He's able to take down one, and he takes down the plant there from Eirik. But a great opportunity there for Titan to pick up the round, as Eirik had a beautiful flank. But the reality is AZK had a nice position as well on his own.
Right. Yeah, and that pushed up position, that really won the round for him. And even just, once again, after he gets that kill, AZK stopping the bomb from getting up, just waiting and not peeking into the bomb site, making them come to him and just adding a couple more seconds for his teammates to get over there, and a couple more seconds to allow Swag to flank.
And there you mentioned it, Titan loves to go over through the back halls. So we'll hang out with Nitro now. Gonna fire this area for a second. They've got 4 players over there. And Kenny S will be lurking inside of mid with that off.
And now there's 2 players watching this though. AZK also on the site, and Nitro and AZK have had great synergy throughout this whole tournament.
That's a good point. We really have seen that on DE Inferno over inside of A. And so now they're gonna start to push over here. And there goes Nitro. Nitro able to take out one there. He needs to just try to stay, or at least get another kill, but that's not going to happen. The double op combo now. Let's see what they can do here together. Bomb has not been planted yet. And it will now work its way inside of the site. It's now down right there. We're going to see Eirik toss himself out a grenade there. That was just a decoy.
Apex in such a nice position though.
And there goes Apex. Apex finishes off both of them.
So hard to retake with ops when there's so many different places to check, especially in that bomb site. And Apex just in a great positioning and just sprays them both down.
Now the problem is you have basically like a half a second between each one of those shots. It's almost a one Mississippi. So every time you hit the off shot, even if you have amazing reaction, you have that one Mississippi delay to hit the next shot. So you usually can see it whenever you have to work an angle and kind of you can use the wall, you use the corner, but whenever you have to worry about multiple entries all at the same time, it's very difficult to pull off. And even the best of the best, like a Kenny S, struggle to pull those types of retakes off.
iBUYPOWER really got back into this match on the back of this double op setup they have, so they go back to it. And Adren is going to be changing up the pace a little bit with that Opera and Halls.
He saw it, he wanted to click, but then that's going to have to force the rest of his teammates to rotate. Swag going to have to try to hold down for as long as he can. AZK is going to be on the rotate here. They have all made their way. The bomb is going to get it planted right now there for I believe it's over there for the catwalk side. And so now Nitro able to take down one, evening back up down to this 3-on-3. You've got this is the final round here of this first half. So we won't see anybody saving any weapons now. That nade's going to cause a little bit of damage there. And actually, Eirik decides to peek out. They know that he's behind the box and wounded, but he keeps missing. And so Eirik picks up one of his own. Bomb is ticking away. Left up to Skadoodle. Skadoodle is blind, so he doesn't know where he's at. And this round is basically over now. And that's going to do it. He could even try to go for the defuse right now, and it just won't make a difference.
Yeah, smart play by Maniac, just staying alive. 1 HP. We've seen those 1 HPs a lot.
And Maniac is one of those types of players. I mean, we saw what he did on Inferno and how effective he was against Fnatic and really pushing it into that overtime situation. But really, he's a smart player. He works the angles, he understands the timing, all of that type of stuff. So,
and I'm so impressed with how Titan just played that half. So many good things that they did, and you can't talk about it enough. And you know, I gotta say hats off to DevilWalk. He knew it, saying that Existence really knows how to play this map, and you saw that.
Yeah. So an 8-half first score is that really will make a difference here. 8-7. So now we're going to continue this discussion that they had before and to really determine what they need to do here.
And you know, I'm curious because we didn't see, you know, even with that double op setup, we didn't see Skadoodle or Adren playing in that middle area. We didn't see any ops kind of peeking out and trying to get any picks on Terrace Crossing or anything like that. And maybe it's because of just how Titan was playing. They didn't think it would be effective. You know, Titan deciding to attack the sides of the map rather than the middle. But it'll be curious to see how Titan utilizes Kenny S and his op compared to how iBUYPOWER wanted to use their ops.
That's a good point. I mean, we'll be paying attention. We'll pay attention to that here on the next side. One of the things that you can probably know that will happen, we'll see Kenny S have a have a presence there inside of mid. That probably may be the big difference here. We saw Titan on their T side have a lot of presence there inside of mid off the start. There was no real concern there. And so they really had a choice. They could go wherever they wanted to at that point. Of course, they focused a lot of attention over there towards the A-bomb site, but...
And, you know, I really think that Eirik didn't get the massive number of kills, but even just the damage he caused and the delays he caused in the early portion of that half, he played such a good half of Counter-Strike, even without getting all the kills. Just delaying rotates, causing damage, preventing him. You know, because like 2 or 3 or 4 rounds probably, the damage that Eirik caused iBUYPOWER to have to just save and not go for retakes and not go for the defuse, just because they were so low going into bomb sites.
That's a good point. I mean, in the end, it's not always about getting the kills. It's about doing as much as you can for your team.
Right, and he just played that lurking role so smart and so well.
So we're just waiting here to start off for the second half.
And iBUYPOWER taking a lot of time to talk things over. This is the elimination map, so they have a tall order ahead of them because this map is generally, you know, it can be pretty CT-sided.
So they're still waiting. And Titan, they want this to be ready, so here we go. So now, that was Kenny S. That So I don't think anybody was really
the whole time.
They really weren't trying to talk it over. It's really just Kenny S. going, whoops, my bad. I believe he was the one that even started to antagonize iBUYPOWER, saying, "Hey, ready up." Yeah, so there we go. So good luck, have fun. 8-7. So all the stuff we were talking about, they probably still took advantage of that time frame, talking it out, what they need to do. But so here we have it. We have the pistol round. And that's Eirik, who's going to be pushing up, playing aggressive right now. Tosses out the grenade. And that smoke will, they're going to go ahead and start to challenge already, as Eirik will fall. Maniac now, he's backpedaling. Doesn't want any part of that one. And Kenny S low on health already. As he pushes in, he'll get dropped there. Now it's left up to Existence. And there's going to be AZK. And AZK will finish the job. So we're going to start off this half, tying it back up at 8.
And iBUYPOWER really aggressive, deciding not to jump down into the site from that top ramp, but instead they had 2 players push up it and really force the counter terrace back. And once they got that pick, once again, it's this map, it's these rotations, it's these flanks that are so available, really opening up the possibility to push down those stairs and flank around Exist like AZK just did. But just that aggression on that top balcony, putting way too much pressure on Titan.
Take a look at the... See that Maniac is going to be playing the B-bomb site by himself now. They've got multiple players. We'll take a look at the setup here. Something that we didn't see before. That is Eirik over here that has got this position. He's set up making sure that once the flashbangs or anything that comes in there, he won't have to deal with them. That action was coming over there, I believe over towards the J Hall area. That was from AZK.
Yep, on Catwalk. And really interesting, Titan, they all upgraded their pistols and buy 5.7s and CZs, but no armor out of them.
So we'll see. Again, Eirik is just up top. They're not trying to get an entry here. We're not trying to push towards the A bomb site just yet because they've dropped the bomb back over there. And AZK said he spotted it one, but hasn't done anything just yet there. And look at that, AZK actually anticipating that one. And so AZK has picked up 3 kills here in the round. And he's looking for 4, and he will. And he has a combination there with his former teammate, make that Adren. And so now score is going to be 9-8 in favor of iBUYPOWER.
Right, and like you said, they're not looking to hit that A bomb site. Just AZK using that smoke to just kind of block one area of the map and just work some picks and get some intel. And just really good play by him, picking up 4 frags total in the round, I believe, 4. And just really, really strong. And nice job not committing, because that bomb site was actually stacked by Titan. So really, really good play from them.
Just working the picks as they moved. He was just going a little bit by a little bit, not trying to force his way in there. So now there are 4 players over there towards the B-bomb site, and Kenny S will fall. And he was dropped by Nitro. But they still have 4 players over here by the B-bomb site. That's 1 player who is inside of CT, who's just going to group up with his teammates.
And iBUYPOWER having a good read, hitting an empty A bomb site right now. Not quite committing to it, but everything looks clear.
So now they're going to go ahead and sweep in here towards the bomb site, but Adren is going to go to work here. He's going to pick apart this team. And so Adren picks up 4 on this eco round. Nice little anti-eco there by iBUYPOWER. So 10-8 now is the score, and so now we'll see our first real gun round. We'll see that the AWP will be brought out here for Kenny S.
Yeah, and really, really curious as how they're going to utilize him. And that great tactical half as terrorists is, let's see what they have in store. As it looks, Kenny S is actually going to go towards mid and try and get this first pick.
All right, so you can see that you've got Kenny S. He's going to get smoked off. He'll backpedal, but now there's some action happening over here, though. Maniac able to take down 1. That was Skadoodle with that op in hand. They have made their way. That's Nitro who has the bomb there inside of the site. Of course, he doesn't have an opening to try to get the bomb planted.
Doesn't have a lot of backup with him either. His teammates are so far away.
So he's just trying to stay alive for as long as he can, but Kenny S is right there. And Adren now has spotted, still knows where Kenny S will be. Now let's find where AZK is. AZK heading over here from the jail side. Adren will just wait for his teammate just a little bit there. 50 seconds left here in the round, so there's some time to work with here. So let's take a look from all different perspectives. Existence is watching over here, checking, making sure that no one's pushed in there. And you have Kenny S, who's actually got a great angle right now. And he may take his eyes off of it. And he misses that shot onto AZK. But that look out for AZK as he's just set up so well. He's playing very smart right now. And that's a great nade and a molly. And that molly causes a lot of damage. So it's just a great effort here. 20 seconds left here in the round. But smart play by Kenny S as he rotates, picks something, kill onto Adren. And there you go. That just shows why Kenny S is Kenny S.
Such a good play. Such a quick shot, too. With only 13 HP, it would have just taken 1 bullet. And Dren was even watching it, and Kenny S is just too fast.
Kenny S is so fast.
So quick.
So now 10-9. iBUYPOWER still lead by 1. We'll stay with Kenny S here. Follow that smoke. Off the top. May have overthrew it a little bit. Just a tad.
And Kenny's not even getting bothered by that smoke. Actually, circles around it and plays the edge of it pretty well.
Yeah, you could see the smoke that he threw up on top of the roof there.
And now iBUYPOWER themselves are really getting a lot of people aggressive in this dungeon, but Existence is actually close by there, ready to smoke it off as soon as he sees something, just jiggle peeking that corner.
Yeah, he's got the nade, so he's able to do this pretty quickly now. And they'll have to fall back, so that's they do not want to push through. There is one player that is lurking about. That is going to be Skadoodle. Skadoodle is just not even really lurking. He's just holding back.
Holding the flank in case someone's pushing from B. And actually, Titan has a really good read on this with 4 players over skewed towards that A bomb site.
So now they're just kind of checking. It looks like they may be rotating back. Follow this smoke, see where this goes. He's checking where the clouds are. Oh, he just barely misses that smoke. And so now they're going to go ahead and peek out there. So 2 smokes that just barely miss. And so now they're going to go ahead and push over there towards the site. You got Existence right there over by Horseshoe, and one player, Iric, up on top of the upper area. And Existence picks up that kill. And so Swag just trying to get the bomb planted right now. Realizes he can't plant the bomb there. He's trying to find the edge, but Maniac is going to be there. Now it's going to be left up to Skadoodle. Skadoodle down to a 1-on-2. He will save the AK, and it looks like he is going to stay alive. So we are all tied up at 10.
And it was that stat, because iBUYPOWER actually did a great job of getting entry frags and getting into the bomb site, but just so many players there, and Swag wasn't prepared to have someone there that quick. You know, thinking that the rotations are so long, thought he was going to have a little bit more time to get the bomb down, and true to iBUYPOWER fashion, just taking so long to execute, he really didn't have a lot of options with the time running down so low.
Well, there was a point that you brought up earlier, is whenever Existence he set up, he was shoulder peeking with that smoke, and as soon as he spawned to those players, he dropped the smoke, and then he had his teammates rotate, and it's so difficult. Let's go ahead and see that Existence is actually going to get steamrolled this time. And so now, but there's a couple players that are over here towards the site. That's going to be, that was Apex that was trying to be in the action. Now you got Kenny S. He's going to fall. And just like that, just such a quick turn of events there. As iBUYPOWER, they didn't go for that slow and methodical way. This time they went straight for the throat, and they picked up quite a few kills, and now they're already down to a 1 versus 3 where they have the man advantage.
Right, Existence jiggle peeking was just a little bit off-timed, and he just kind of didn't see him until it was too late. And great trades from iBUYPOWER. You know, we even saw, you know, Apex getting a little bit aggressive and trying to make a play on the halls, and it got traded out really quick. And then Kenny S in the bomb site getting one, and that gets traded out once again. So just what an aggressive and great trades and great bomb site take from iBUYPOWER.
That's one of those things you start to learn how to play against your opponent. You saw that what Existence did there, he did it again, and so you take advantage. You take what you have learned. That same smoke, that time they pushed through and they said, you know what, we'll pick up the kill, and that's where they found that opening. So now we've got a few players that are over here towards B. They're going to try to draw a lot of attention right now, and AZK actually with the bomb, so that's something to note. He had the bomb. He picks up the kill there onto Apex. This is a save here for Titan. So they're still taking their time.
And the bomb's over in dungeons right now. AZK has it right next to the door, so he's just waiting to get confirmation of how many counter-terrorists are over there, how much defense there is at B before he even moves. Just watching for pushes on that A site and just keeping himself safe.
Yeah, so they know that this is an eco round for Titan. And there is one player that is back over there, and he'll rotate as Nitro gets that kill. This kind of goes back to what we talked about before, where that 4-1 strat, you know, you have to get those kills to make a really good distraction, and that's where it's coming into play here. I mean, they're exchanging frags, and that's enough that they're not going to rotate there. Now they know that the bomb has been planted over there. But Iric does pick up an M4 from here. And Maniac and Existence will see if they can find an exit. But I believe there's one player. Yep, that's going to be a Dren right here. Switch over here. Maniac actually going through the sewer. So a Dren picks up one. That was inside of mid. Maniac. Guess he's going to try to hold on to this this P250.
Now he's going to try and get AZK here, and he's going to find him, but not able to connect with the shots at all. And you know, iBUYPOWER, you know, it's a different style, but they're playing just as effective of a terrorist half so far. You know, same as Titan was, you know, attacking that dungeon and attacking that B and staying to the sides of the map and really kind of avoiding, both teams are choosing to avoid the middle of this map, but not so much lurker based and not so much, you know, trying to disrupt rotations, just kind of bullying their way into these bomb sites with excellent trading.
All right, so 12-10 right now. We'll hop on board with Apex, who is leading the charge here. And right now there is some action that will be happening over here towards B, so we may see them start to rotate.
Oh, and Apex almost getting that frag.
So now you've got Iric, who's going to fall back. Maniac does get traded there with Nitro and Adren, so now Iric is going to change his position. He still has Kenny S right there. And Skadoodle over on mid stairs will pick off Iric. Now Kenny S can go pick up that M4 if he wants to. Hasn't spotted anybody just yet. Existence still over here inside of mid. And now he hears some footsteps going there inside of mid, so he picks up the M4. He's going to try to get the flank here. Takes down AZK, tapping away, picks up off of Skadoodle. And Existence, remember, he's still over here inside of this B bomb site, and he peeks out way too wide. And so now it's going to be left up to Kenny S. Kenny S down to this 1-on-2, Swag and Adren. As they're setting up the molly, he's going to go ahead and push out through, and Swag picks up the quick headshot. And now it's 13-10. Man, if Existence could have got at least one kill or caused a little bit of damage there on the on the entry, but he did swing pretty wide on that one.
Yeah, he did really expose himself. But now we're going to be back to Kenny S with that ult. And you know, him playing in that middle, he's not going to see any action because, like I said, iBUYPOWER is just completely avoiding that. So they're going to have to find either put him at B like Skadoodle played, or maybe in those A halls like Adren did it. But iBUYPOWER's not even messing with the middle of this map. And now they're putting Swag on like the Iric lurk role. He's over in those A dungeons, just kind of waiting for some action while they have 4 players at B and trying to find where Kenny S is. He's in middle. He's in jail again to do like a quick B help.
Yeah, so they're set up. You can see this is just Swag, and he's the only player here. And he is finding some ground over towards Horseshoe.
Maniac actually has an auto sniper, didn't he?
And picks off one right there. He could have almost made it a second one. And now they're going to go ahead and push in here. Let's go ahead and switch over to Maniac right now as he has the scar. He was tapping away, and AZK through the smoke was able to take him out. And on the railing is a player. That's Adren. And so if they're smart, and Kenny S will save this offer and run away and regroup with his teammates.
Right, and just a nice methodical entrance by iBUYPOWER. You know, not a lot of craziness to it, but AZK, that pick onto Maniac, you know, that spot he caught just right next to the rail, but on the ledge, able to look over that smoke all the way down towards CT spawn.
And Kenny S missing that shot there.
Missing a couple shots.
And 14-10 is going to be the score now. As iBUYPOWER wanting to force this into a third map, which would take us to DE Inferno, with iBUYPOWER starting off on the CT side.
And we saw yesterday, you know, Titan, their Inferno was a little bit of a lackluster a little bit against Denial. Denial played a really good half, so you know, Titan's going to need to play it a little bit better against iBUYPOWER, who's starting to catch a little bit of heat and catch fire, and their players are doing really well. Nitro, once again, leading the scoreboard, playing really well in this entire series so far.
So now his shoulder peeking again is going to be Existence. Now they're going to go ahead and force this one up, but this time Existence is just going to spray away, which means, hey, he's got to reload at some point, and Swag will take advantage of that situation. So now it's going to be back around here to Kenny S and Skadoodle. as they'll continue this little off battle. Nice job by Skadoodle getting that pick as he tried to enter in from that J-Hall. As Apex, he came from the upper side, Nitro, and hasn't tried to plant the bomb yet. He may be caught out in the open, as now it's going to be down to a 1-on-2, leaving it up to Maniac. AZK is going to try to provide some cover fire here. He's going to watch over there towards the upper, and that's where. So now we've got these angles covered. And there's going to be Maniac. Maniac will get dropped by Nitro. And so 15-10 now. And
once again, it's all about these trades with iBUYPOWER. And they're just getting all of them. You know, Skadoodle, you know, not even fighting Kenny S really, and that's kind of, you know, it's almost smart from him. He's not challenging him directly, but he's waiting until Kenny S picks up one of his teammates, and then he's there holding that angle for the repeak and taking Kenny S out that way. So it's almost baiting Kenny S into, you know, not being able to find Skadoodle, and it's just so effective. And now we see a double op setup on the terror side from iBUYPOWER, so they're really liking this.
And now we've got one player that's going to be pushing up here. AZK gets that one onto to Apex, but look out for Maniac. Maniac has picked up two. One was Nitro, and one of them was AZK. So they're going to go ahead and smoke off this angle. And Adren through the smoke, taking down Maniac. That's going to even and back up down to a 3-on-3.
And Skadoodle doing what he's been doing this whole half, and that's just holding the middle of the map from a safe distance, making sure no one's pushing up A, no one's pushing up mid for this flank. And just, you know, keeping that map control so that after that aggression at B, iBUYPOWER can now fall back safely and find a new avenue for attack.
Drin's right there with Skadoodle, doing the same thing. There we go. These are two different perspectives. They are doing the same thing. But Skadoodle will pick this one up.
Irik's got a huge flank.
I see him there. We've got one player right here. Going to be pushing up. This is what Irik does. And right there, there's low health there. Picks off one. Here's his chance to make another little opening here. We'll switch back over to Existence. They will challenge him, though. So Irik will go down to Skadoodle. 18 seconds left here in the round. Existence, he spots himself one and taps away. Controls that FAMAS. Bomb is planted inside. He does have an AWP, but he switched over to the CZ, and he pulls off the swag USB flash. And Adren picks that one up 16-10. So they come all the way back to win that one. And that will take us into a